Hey guys, what's up? This is David from Miles Sharp coming at you with a video of Next Day Survival. Now, this is going to be a beginner's tutorial, so if you're a bit more advanced at the game and you've played it a bit longer, then you probably won't find much use for this video. So, to start out, when you begin the game, you will start about right here, at the neutral settlement. And there are 3 factions in the game, not including the military. There is the neutrals, which you obviously start out as, the civilians, and the looters, which the looters have 2 bases. 2 smaller bases. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're probably going to come in here and you're going to see a green marker above a NPC, and he's a quest giver. So you go to him, you do your quests up. I'm not really going to get too much into it. And, yeah, so let's continue on. Alright, so another thing that I do want to point out is when you go to your inventory, it's going to look a lot like this. Well, it will look like this. And you're going to have a watch, an area map. If you do not have the area map, you will not be able to press M and go to your map. And if you do not have the watch, on the bottom left it shows the time and the date, you will not be able to look at the time and the date. And I don't know why I forgot to take off my machete, but we'll not get to that. Anyways, you also have a backpack, which you need a backpack, so if I drop this, you can see that I have no inventory now over here. Only the stuff that you actually carry. Some Russian from that guy. So, if you go over here, you will notice that there is a storekeeper. And on the top, you can see that there's storage that, you can put your stuff into it. And you can also trade and buy stuff with your credits. So, another thing that I want to point out is that on the bottom right, you will get these, don't really know how to call them, maybe like status notifications. And you can see that currently I have the common cold, which is caused by hypothermia. And, to avoid hypothermia, you need to have a full set of clothes on at night. If you do not, when I say full set of clothes, I mean a shirt and pants. If you do not have a full set of clothes on, then you will catch hypothermia. And then once you are rid of your hypothermia, you can get rid of your common cold by taking a certain med kit or by taking antibiotics, from my experiences at least. And you can see that I am 34% severity for thirsty. So if it gets to 100, I will start taking damage. If my health gets to 100% severity, then I will die. And these don't pop up until they're at 25% severity. Alright, so another thing I want to talk about is transferring your inventory to a different backpack. So when you have a different backpack, let's say you find one out in wherever, I dropped this one on the floor, for example, and you have all your items in here. There's 2 different ways to do it. One's way easier than the other. So you can either drop all your items on the ground, drop this backpack, pick up the other backpack, and then pick up all your items, which I was doing for a while until I realized you can just drop this backpack, which drops with all your items inside of it, pick up the new backpack, and then you can search your old backpack, which is obviously way easier. I don't know why it's not letting me do this. There it goes. Okay. Another thing that I want to point out is if you go up to any bushes, which you will probably notice from when you do the first quest, because this is the first thing that you have to do, you go up to the bushes and you will press F on them, it will interact, and you will have some brushwood in your inventory, and it says perfect for campfire and cooking. So let me get another one. Okay, now you can see that I do have 2 brushwood in my inventory. And over here is the crafting menu. So if you take these 2 brushwood and put them in your inventory, you will get something called a campfire, which there's already a campfire nearby, so I can't make it. But when you get the campfire, it'll show you where you want to put it. You have to have either matches or a lighter to be able to start the fire, I believe. And you can cook food there. And if I go to these campfires, and let me go to my storage and get some meat out real quick. Okay, so as you can see, I do have some raw meat in my inventory now, which you can get from cutting up animals. If you kill an animal, there are 3 different animals in the game. There are rabbits, wolves, and bears. If you kill one, you will be able to take out your melee weapon if it's a blade, hold it in your hand, and you can look at it and it'll say flay, and you get meat. You can cut up a rabbit. I've never done it before, but I'm assuming probably once. You can cut up a wolf twice and a bear 4 times, and you know you get 1 meat for cooking or flaying it each time. So if you cook the meat, it'll interact, and you will have a fried meat on you. If you eat this fried meat, you can see that I have hunger and thirst right here.
Вчера видел целую стаю, сотни метров от поселения. Ведь не боятся. Чувствует природа, что ослаб человек.
And you can see that my hunger and thirst are both gone now. So, meat gives you 100 nutrients, and if you get 100 nutrients from anything, it automatically maxes out your hunger. And you get 0.25 liters of water from the meat, so that also helps with thirst. Some foods will give you, make you lose water, so you really have to be cautious of that so that you don't lose too much water. If you are low on water, let me go over here. So if you are low on water, there are wells in each settlement that you can drink from, like this. And you can also fill up plastic bottles that you can get from either finding out in the random areas that are in the map, or from you can buy one too. So another thing that I should talk about while I'm here, let me get that out of the way, is that you should definitely use skill points to your advantage. Now the skill system, you can read this if you want to. I'm assuming if you have the game, you can read it. So there are different skill points, obviously, or skills like hardened, physical training, well-fed, reduced thirst, increased immunity, and antitoxin. Now there are no actual skill points in this game. What you have to do is you can see damage received, and you master each level of that skill once you finish its acquired mission that you have to do. So for instance, damage received, so you take that much damage so that you can get your defense up. You can run farther to get your stamina up. You can eat more to get your nutrients up. You can, and so on. I'm assuming you guys can understand it. Another thing to show off while I'm here at this gas station that's down the road from the neutral camp, you just follow the road down, is that if you go to these, it'll say view. Now, you can't do this unless you actually have what it says is a container, which is a gas canister. If you get a gas canister, you're able to get gasoline from these gas stations. Now, pretty early in the game, you will come to this place, which is required to go into for a mission, and this is toxic gas that is around the map. You will find it in different areas all around the map, and the game also has dynamics with where these things spawn. So, I think they just updated it to where every 40 minutes, the gas changes spots on the servers. So, by dynamic, I mean, let's say you might go to, let's say, this gas station, which I don't think gas can spawn at this gas station, but let's say, for instance, there might be gas in this gas station at one point in time, and the next time you come back, it could be gone. Now, how the gas works is you have to have gas masks and hazmat suits to be able to go in it. So, you can also get your, if I go to this, you can also get your immunity up by getting TX99 injections, and if you do it at least once per day, then you can get, more protection against this toxic gas. Now, if I go in it, you can see that I will instantly start getting toxins in my system, which you can see toxicity, and it's poisoning resulting from the body's exposure to toxic fog. Now, if you have a hazmat suit and a gas mask, you are able to go on this with no harm being done to you, and you can see that already hurt me to 38% severity, which is pretty bad. If you stay in this long enough, you will die really quickly. And you only have 50% protection with the gas mask, so that won't help you. You have to have a hazmat suit. Alright, so the last thing that I want to talk about in the video before I go are gun mechanics. So, when you have a gun, they will obviously go in here. Unless you have a pistol, it'll go in your third slot. So, you obviously aim, and then if you press E, it'll tell you how much ammo you have in your clip and how much ammo you have in all. And obviously R is to reload, and if you press left... my guy, I'll stop coughing. If you press the left control, it'll change the fire mode from automatic to semi-automatic, if the gun is able to. Now, and you know, if I switch to semi, I have no ammo on my gun, but whatever. Anyways, I think you guys can get it. And I think I've shown enough about this game for the beginners out there starting out the game. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.